C News, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon with highs nearing 50. Clear skies, low 30s tonight. Sunshine 57 for Thursday. Warmer on Friday. Sunshine highs nearing 63.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states.
10 in Anderson, 20 in Pittsburgh, 22 in Joplin. They get signed up for severe weather alerts. Head to the KIX app.
And it's time for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Thomas Jefferson Day School's first grade class.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your class group or your kids or whomever to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX1025.com. Go to the Morning KIX page and click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
We've got $1,485 up for grabs for the KIX Secret Sound.
And your first chance of the day to guess it and win it in just 19 minutes.
Here's Morgan Wallen.
On KIX 102.5. Morning, everybody.
Yeah, morning.
Okay, this is getting too warm.
Really? Oof. It's a good day to be burned up. It's chilly. Good morning, Jimmy. Were you passing out candy last night, Jimmy?
I did have somebody come by, in spite of me
On
turning all my
purpose?
lights off. Yeah, buddy of mine dropped by, and we sat and watched a couple episodes of Cops.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't get too crazy.
All I felt like doing last night.
Blowing your nose? Oh,
Watching Cops.
watch Cops.
Sitting in my sweats. Oh.
Morning, Sheila. Yeah, it was super cold last night. We told the kids, we were out trick-or-treating, and we said, whenever you guys get cold and you want to go, just let us know. We'll
2:30 yesterday afternoon for me.
One of the houses that we trick-or-treated at, for anyone who wanted it, they had hot cider in a crock pot.
Nice.
And they were ladling it out for people.
Ladle.
Ladle.
It was
Yeah.
laced with methamphetamine.
Only got 5 kids. We didn't get a single one in my actual neighborhood. But where we went, holy cow, that's where everybody must have gone to. I mean, pretty much everybody was out on their driveways passing out candy. The streets were lined with cars. There were kids running back and forth. It reminded me of when I was a kid. I have not seen it like that in a long time. Like where we're from in Wamego, people don't necessarily go trick-or-treating on Halloween. Like the downtown businesses do a big trick-or-treat thing in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then maybe you'll do a trunk-or-treat at church or something like that, or you'll go to a friend's house and get candy from them.
Well, they have before, like last year when Halloween was on a Monday night. I know most people went trick-or-treating the weekend before and didn't do it on the Monday. So you didn't see a lot of kids out last year on the Monday night. But morning. Oh, it's too high.
Morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Sarah. Did you give all your full-size bars away yesterday, Sarah? Is it full-size or king-size?
She said full size. King size. You know, that we would have set up an assault on her property.
It's fun size, full size, king size.
You know, if you want to be remembered by your community at large, just give out full size or king size candy bars at Halloween. They will always remember you in your house.
You're not wrong. It sure did. Full size.
We have never done trick-or-treating. Maybe one year. I think one year we did for a little while where we handed out candy, and I think we only got one group of kids. That was it.
Really?
Yeah, my street's a little too busy. I think parents and kids avoid that street because it's just too busy.
When I was a kid, we went to Frontenac the night before, then Pittsburgh night of Halloween. Sarah was told she had the best candy.
Well,
And as soon as one person realized you had full-size candy, it just spread like wildfire.
Rumor gets out, yeah.
They talk, you know.
They get on their networks.
Mm. There was one house that was giving away flavored water, like LaCroix. And my kids were like,
LaCroix is disgusting.
You got to get the right flavor, I think. Some of them are bad.
It's like
Some of them aren't so bad.
weak Kool-Aid. Give me a break. I can make that myself at home.
Some of it is nice and refreshing, like the pineapple
so is
flavor.
weak
nice.
Kool-Aid.
It doesn't have all the sugar, and it's got a little fizzy fizz to it, you know.
Fizzy fizz is bad for you.
But my kids were not. They were not into it. Morning, Megan. I didn't take my kids trick-or-treating yesterday because it was 32 at 8 p.m. and didn't want my 3 under 5 sick. We went at like 6:15, and it was already packed where we were trick-or-treating.
They know. What you want to find is the neighborhood that gives out decent candy that people don't know about.
Yeah.
We've discovered a couple of locations in Oronogo through some friends. They said, hey, we know for a fact this family, and we ended up going to that whole neighborhood while we were there. And turns out we haven't seen any kids all night long, and they had a buttload, so they just dumped it all in my daughter's bag. You can find those neighborhoods and go late. They'll just empty everything out for you.
Yep. All right, here we go. 15 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 708.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 40s. This afternoon is 22 in Joplin.
We've got your first chance of the day to guess and win the secret sound just 12 minutes from now.
You know, we've had a lot of people asking, where is the hint on the KIX website? Because there is one out there somewhere, and we had it confirmed yesterday. Someone has found it.
So here's the thing. You've got to find the hint. We're not telling you where it is. It's hidden on the KIX website. That's what an Easter egg hunt is.
So you got to go to KIX1025.com, do a little digging because I promise you it's there.
And if nobody wins it by this weekend, we will put another hint somewhere hidden on the website that will better help you guess and win the $1,485.
Okay, you say somewhere hidden. Does that mean we're going to tell them where this hint is?
No, it's hidden. Get it? It's hidden. You've got to find it.
So go find it, KIX1025.com.
Like the secret sound hint, it's hard to find. Lee Bryce.
Hard to love.
On KIX 102.5.
Good morning, Romelda.
Sure dis. Full sass. What does that mean, Sarah? Sure dis, yo. Are you getting all hood?
Don't do that.
Are you all
Sarah
hood
said,
on
I
it?
had kids in my neighborhood at 5. I'm not surprised, but as cold as it was, I bet a lot of...
They were trying to get it done, get out before it got too dark. Well, this weekend, as we're looking ahead now, the time changes this weekend, so we might as well just go in and hibernate.
Mm-hmm.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Good morning. Hello. Good. What's up? I found the hint, but that sucker is too hard. Well, now, wait a minute. Beggars can't be choosers, Linda. You don't get to... Now, Yeah,
Are there, though?
There are, and she's right. I will tell you this. We will put the other side of the question in the next hint. Okay, so when you find it.
Well, thank you.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm awesome. Melissa and Arma. We're watching for you, okay? When you get through, when you get through and you finally win it, we're going to be like, remember when you called.
Remember that. That was a good time.
But I just want to say the hint is super genius. And it is a super good way for you guys because I've looked through every.
Yeah. See, a lot of people don't. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that the website's brand new. We just launched it, in June?
Just a couple of months ago, yeah.
June
like
or
early
July.
this summer.
And we're like, how do we get people to realize how awesome this website is
Got
and how
so
much
much stuff on it.
that's there for you to check out and see? Yeah. And we have gone through and put funny stuff in the bios that most people never see. And we
Yeah.
thought this is a good way to acclimate everybody with that. Give them a payoff.
Thank you.
Well, I will tell you, there are no refunds. So I don't know what they promised you at the door, but there are no refunds.
Thanks, you too. That was
awesome.
nice.
Working.
Mhm.
Working. I love it. I would like to say that was my idea, the hiding hints on the website, but it was not. I stole it from a guy at the Missouri Broadcasters Awards. He talked about doing an Easter egg hunt on your website for prizes.
Mhm.
I thought, we could do hints on the website. Well,
Mhm.
first we saved it, and then we came on the hint idea when we hit the secret sound.
Right.
Was that you that
It was
connected
my
it?
idea. Yeah,
I
it was
thought
me.
you connected it.
It was me. Oh, Tiffany found the hint. She says it made me laugh because it really is right there.
Mhm. It is right in front of you.
Right there.
You've just got to really pay attention to detail, which some people are incapable of doing, Tiffany. But with this next one, I know this hint is a little bit vague. It tells you what is happening, but not with what.
Yeah, Tiffany said it's very cryptic.
So the next hint will tell you with what. So you can take hint number 1 and hint number 2 and put them together, and you will have the answer.
Unless someone guesses it before then.
That is always possible. So if nobody gets it by this weekend, by Friday sometime, we'll put a new hint up.
Romelda said, happy birthday, Jen. Thank you.
Today your birthday, Jen?
No.
Romelda, are you confused? Are you okay, hon? You need to pull over
Instead
the
of
side of the
saying
road?
happy birthday, Randy.
Well, it's not your birthday. It was
Why
my
not? Why
birthday
can't it
yesterday.
be my birthday? It wasn't your birthday.
Well, because you only get your birthday on
Sheila
your
says,
birthday.
I just looked on the website and saw nothing. Open your eyes when you're looking at it,
Yeah,
Sheila,
that
and that'll
helps.
help you.
That
See
usually
something.
helps. And use like a computer or a phone or device to examine the internet. I mean, just out in the air, it usually.
Right. The reason you see nothing is because you don't have your eyes open.
Right. That's probably it. Which is not the best way to drive, although you've done pretty good so far.
Yeah, it is very cold this morning. What's the wind chill at? Do we know? There's no wind chill. Okay, so it's just
Yeah, no wind chill. No wind.
21 in Joplin, but down there in, what is that,
Eastern
Oklahoma?
Eastern Oklahoma temperatures are a lot colder for some reason down there. I
9.
don't know if it's because of the frigidness of wives everywhere, but 9 degrees in Grove,
Insane.
that's like half of the temperature that we have in Joplin. So
Mm-mm. I'll pass.
it's typically a little warmer in city areas. There's energy put off. There's ground temperature that affects the temperature. So it's normally in populous areas you get a higher temperature,
Mhm.
almost always. Rural areas are always colder. Well, if we never ran the lights,
Romelda, it's not Tuesday, honey. It's Wednesday. Where Megan is, she says it's 9 degrees where she is.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So in your outer areas, and she is to the south of us. So.
Yeah. All right, let's do this seg.
Should we?
Yes.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:15.
You've got your chance to guess and win the Secret Sound $1,485 right after Florida Georgia line.
On KIX 102.5.
You got to go to the doctor. This is
Yeah, I'm thinking I may
crazy
call
how long
Doc
it's been.
today and see if they give me something besides amoxicillin. That's what I hate is when I go in there and they give me a week's worth of amoxicillin, which affects it a little bit but doesn't eliminate it.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, it begins coming back because they did not take care of it all the first time.
Yep.
And when they go to say, we can give you a prescription for amoxicillin, I'll be like, no, let's not even bother with that. If that's all we're going to do, because it just doesn't do anything.
I mean, when I had bronchitis, a couple months ago, that's what they gave me was amoxicillin, and I had to go back and get more.
Yeah, because
it didn't do
part
anything.
of the
It didn't get rid of it.
doctor's methodology is to give you as little as possible so that your body will hopefully step up and do the rest on its own. It doesn't become dependent on the antibiotics. I get that. But it just doesn't work. What's the next step? Let's go to the next thing. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Dorinda says, can't find the hint.
Well, again, Dorinda, are you using the internet? Hi there, Morning KIX.
Oh,
Pretty secret
cool.
sound. Yeah, it's nice.
Sarah's car says it's 24 in Neo's show.
Hi there, Morning. Stupid.
They're all just trying to get it on there. Trenda says, duh.
Duh. Are you sure you're using the internet? Are you sure that that's not a dish towel that you're looking for the hint on?
Internet dish towel.
Can't find it. Let's look on the second page. No, it's not on here.
How do you scrub your counter with the internet?
I'm going to make sure and get a coarse internet to scrub with.
I went to the podiatrist yesterday. I now have surgery scheduled for December 1st.
Good luck with that.
Good luck, Sarah.
I'm going to get that taken care of.
I'm sure that'll be good to have that done with.
Yep, Dorinda had too much candy yesterday.
That's Romelda, not Dorinda.
I mean, Romelda. Dorinda did too. Settle down there, Romelda.
It's Weston Day.
Wednesday.
No, she didn't even put a D. Weston Day. It's Weston Day. What's the problem?
Oh, my picture is behind.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Is the board ready?
Yes. Ow.
Oh, don't do that. Ten seconds.
Secondes.
Secondes.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 718.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 40s this afternoon is 22 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 4 minutes.
But right now, we are looking for caller number 5 at 623-1025.
To guess and win the secret sound.
$1,485.
If you can tell us, what is this sound? Oh, yeah, you got to be able to tell us. Okay, do it now. There it is.
Oh, what is it? What do you think?
623-1025. I'd just like to point out I was distracted because of all the whining that is going on the KIX video about where the hint is. They're like, you guys tell us where it's at. You know what? We could hold your hand through this entire process, but then you wouldn't learn anything, would you?
I promise you it's on there. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint right now where it's at. Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
KIX1025.com.
You're just making them hate you.
That's
all,
where the hint is.
That's
It's
where
on
it
the
is.
website. We've
Go
told you that.
find
Go
it
find
right
it.
now. And we're looking for caller number 5 to tell us what that sound is.
From the 4 states #1 for cash.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 1.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller 2.
Hi, this is Jeannie.
Jeannie, you got to be caller number 5. Keep trying. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 3. Try again.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller 4. Keep trying.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Who is this?
Tasha.
Tasha, where are you from?
Tasha from Jasper.
You are caller number 5.
Woo-hoo!
All right, Tasha, it's your chance to win that jackpot, $1,485.
If you can tell us what is this sound.
Please tell me it's somebody digging through a bowl of Halloween candy.
She says someone digging through a bowl of Halloween candy.
For $1,485. That is not it.
Tasha, we are going to give you your next chance to guess and win at 11:20 with MJ.
Thank you.
So you've still got a chance to guess and win now because Tasha blew it.
Yeah, she did her best.
That's sad.
Sheila says the website does not like me. We need a hint on where it's at. Not
Sheila.
that it's on the website or it's 2 clicks away.
Sheila, the website is not an animate object. It does not have emotions or feelings one way or the other toward you. I mean, I get it. You're used to that kind of behavior.
Randy.
But, well, I'm trying to be supportive.
Brenda says, same, Sheila. Oh, Christina, I found the hint. I can't get through, though. I thought y'all got my number. So Christina people have found it, y'all. It's out there.
It is there. You guys are not looking closely enough. And Christine, tell them. I mean, don't tell them where it is, but tell them it is not that hard to find, is it?
Like once you find it, you're like, it is right there.
2 clicks.
Like Tiffany said.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. We've already got our 5th caller, but your next chance to guess and win is that bouquet.
But you're giving it a...
Hi there, Morning Kicks. We've already got our 5th caller, but your next chance to guess and win is at 11:20. Well, it won't matter because we only take the 5th guess. Thanks. He doesn't understand how it works either. I can understand people like that not being able to find the hint. They can't understand how the game works.
That was not a hint, Jen. Grr, yes, help us.
No, you're getting enough help. We're not going to do it for you.
You guys already kind of get a behind-the-scenes look that nobody else gets unless they're hanging out. So
Christina said it took her a minute, but I found it finally. But it's not hidden that bad, is it, Christina? Tell them it's not hidden.
I think we've had way more hidden hints than this one.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. I mean, we had the one that was in the middle of the podcast where we're just talking along. The music doesn't even change. Mm-hmm. Right in the middle of the dialogue, Jen says, and your secret sound hint is blah, blah, blah. And then we just keep going.
Yeah.
That was hard to find. And then there was the one that was in the graphic, little bitty bitty, and people found that. And that was like 3 pages in.
Yep. So this one's not nearly that bad,
Not nearly as hard to find. We've had the ones hidden in bios. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen.
Looking for caller number 5 to guess win the secret sound. Tasha from Jasper.
You are caller number 5.
Yay!
All right, Tasha, it's your chance to win that jackpot, $1,485.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
Please tell me it's somebody digging through a bowl of Halloween candy.
She says someone digging through a bowl of Halloween candy.
For $1,485. That is not it.
Tasha,
Oh,
we are going to give you your next chance to guess and win at 11:20 with MJ.
thank you.
I will tell you, and I think some of you already know this, but Jen made the noise. It's Jen. So whatever it is, it's her. She did it. She
What?
Did it. What?
I looked on every link on it. Only thing I haven't done. No, Brenda, you clearly have
did
not
not.
looked
You
everywhere
did
if
not.
you haven't found it.
I assure you, you did not.
I mean, you might think that you did, but there's something that you're missing.
You're not.
I promise.
You're crossing your eyes when you're looking at stuff. So that makes it really difficult. Or maybe your illiteracy is beginning to finally shine through.
Randy.
Well, maybe that's it. I'm trying to help her figure out what might be wrong. So
It took Tiffany, she says, an hour to find it.
That's not bad.
Yeah, Jimmy found the one on the podcast. And remember, Jimmy is a secret sound winner this season. So
That's right.
Jimmy
She used
knows.
the hint and was able to use that hint to guess when nobody else knew what it was. Jimmy did.
Romelda found it.
Boom. That
See?
quick.
There you go. There you go.
That quick, she found it. It even. No, I'm not.
Nope.
gonna tell you that.
No. Actually, hold on.
So, yeah, technically, the same hint is on 2 different pages.
Uh-huh.
That is a big hint.
Don't be a tallywhacker.
Hey! All right, that's it. Dorinda's disqualified. No more soup for you, Missy.
Sheila, where, Romelda? I think you just want to be told. You don't want to do the work to find it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Don't tell her, Romelda, because then they'll just go and win the money and not give you any of it.
That's so mean.
That's what they're going to do.
Not sharing with Romelda like that. We like Romelda.
We do.
Romelda deserves to win,
Romelda ought
too.
to win the money.
Man.
You guys taking the money from her and calling her weird names.
That's just mean. Don't call her that.
Burning her house down in the middle of the night. That's not right. Stop
Throwing
it, Dorinda.
spiders on her hair
Stop
and she's not looking.
Dorinda,
Oh, my
you
God.
Stop burning down her house.
Quit it.
Spray painting her car. That's rude.
It is not in Summer Carsa. Sheila, I don't know what you just said.
Sheila, listen. When you type on your phone like this, no one knows what you say, okay? I mean, I know it's fun and it feels like, oh, I'm being free and creative. But no, you're not. Nobody can interpret that.
Oh, Zimmer Cares. How did you go from Summer Carsa?
Summer Carsa.
Obviously, she meant Zimmer Cares, Randy.
Well,
Come on.
Sheila just helped somebody else win the money. I mean, every time you give a hint to someone else, you improve their chances of winning and lower yours.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to be stingy in this aspect. Megan says, I'm just having y'all for background noise. Well, if that's all we are to you, Megan, fine. Just a bunch of background noise, something you throw in the background. It's like a band to sleep by.
That's me every night.
Collecting dust in the corner, blowing hard for... No, wait a minute. No, Misty, nobody got the secret sound, and we're dealing with all these wine bags on here wanting to know where the hint is because they're too lazy to go find it for themselves.
Some of them have found it. Romelda just said that she found it.
Morning, D.
Morning, Derek.
He is moving back to the Joplin area. D, I hope that wasn't a secret.
Was that a secret? Sorry about
Whoops. So, Derek's been down in Tampa for the past couple of years. Or Texas. Did you guys ever move to Texas? I was confused by that.
I like how you were like, oh, I don't know if we could say that. And then you keep going.
And then, well, it's done. You know, the scab's been ripped off. Blood's trickling out now. So,
Gross.
pus and a little bit of other. Hey,
Randy.
it's his infection. He should have put salve on it. I don't
Why you gotta
doctor
bring
him
pus into it?
because you didn't clean it well.
That's nasty.
Tell him, not me. It's not me that has the infected.
Leave his pus alone.
I'm not touching it. He said, it's fine.
Okay,
Whatever. Shouldn't have told you anyway, right? So anyway, I'm excited because we're already planning on it. He's going to come back to work for KIX when he gets here.
Yay!
So, yes.
That's awesome.
I'm excited. Hey,
Randy,
that is not my name.
Brooks. It should
Megan
be,
Wonk
though.
Wonk. That's her name now. Hippie bottom slap britches, whatever.
Megan Wonk Wonk.
Dorinda, all the concert tickets I have given you. Are you crazy?
Oh, man.
Listen, Secret Sound is different than other gimme contests where I can hook you up with stuff. Cannot, absolutely will not bend the rules on the Secret Sound. We never have. We never will.
Mm-hmm. Why did you put a goose on there?
Wagon wheel. Megan Wagon Wheel Wonk Wonk.
Wagon wheel wonk wonk.
That's your name. So sad. It is, Sheila. Megan is so sad. Do you hear what Sheila called you, Megan? She said you were so sad. Romelda thinks you're a wagon wheel. Because you just roll around all over town.
Oh,
That's what Romelda said. I know.
Romelda.
I'm such an instigator.
You are.
Picking on me. I'm not picking on you. I'm trying to help you stand up straight, Dorinda, instead of slouching over lazily.
Morning, Alicia.
Alicia said,
Is it Alicia or Alicia?
Oh, that's Alicia. That's
Derek.
Yeah, Derek's lady.
Morning.
We are very excited to have you back. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm looking forward to meeting Derek. I've heard great things.
I can't believe you. That was before you were here,
That's
right?
Before me, yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Dee and I have worked together What? I mean, it's been almost 30 years, hasn't it? On and off. Hard to believe. And different markets, different stations and stuff. He's just a great guy. And his wife's great. They're just a great family. Love him to death. And cannot wait for him to get back here.
Have a great day, Sarah.
96 is when he started working. So that was 5 years after I started. So almost 30 years. Yeah, 28, 29 years.
Tiffany says, I've been selfish since you put the hint out. Sheila, quit.
What? I've been selfish?
Tiffany says, I've been selfish since you put the hint out.
Oh, because
Sheila,
she
quit.
knows what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, shut up, Sheila.
When I get back, it's on.
Yeah. Okay, you bring it, Megan. And maybe you ought to eat some Wheaties on your way there, okay?
Ooh. Okay.
Sheila's like, what? What?
You got to help us out. You can't give us one word answer.
Come on.
You've been on long enough.
We
know
are
that.
standing in here sweating over these hot microphones.
We got to do a thing.
Oh, fine, whatever. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 731.
Did you raid the candy bowls over in the break room yet?
Not yet, but there are so much. What do you do with the leftover candy from Halloween?
Well, you put them in your pocket and you eat it.
You take it to work's what you do. We'll tell you about it after Travis Denning.
On KIX.
Sheila just heard her name. Did that make you salivate when they did? I'm curious what the reactionary rate here is.
Pavlov.
Someone's at the door?
That's a gross sound. Not that. Yeah, that.
Yeah, that one.
Stop it. No. Just no. That was funny. Man, go walk and we'll walk.
Walk and we walk. Wonk.
Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, my. Sounds like your grandma that you do. The old lady.
Hello, Billy.
Freaks me out a little bit.
I don't.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Hey, Randy, you know what I do with my leftover candy?
What do you do?
You use it as stocking stuffers for Christmas.
Oh!
That's a
Wait
good
a
idea.
minute. Let's start this over. Ask me the question again.
Do you know what I do with Halloween candy?
What do you do with leftover Halloween candy?
I use it as Christmas stocking stuffers.
Oh, yeah.
Genius!
That's a great idea.
Okay, now, can you just tell us how you keep from eating it between Halloween and Christmas?
See, you split it down the middle and then save half of it because it's freezer friendly. Save half of it for Christmas and eat the rest of it.
Look
The
at you.
problem is that I would know it was in the freezer.
So it's not going to stay there for very
No.
long.
See, you got to tuck it behind like the beef and the chicken. You got to hide it in the freezer.
Yeah, and knowing my luck then, in February, I'd go, oh, look, here's the Halloween candy we intended to use in the stockings.
But wouldn't that be a nice surprise, though, a few months down the road?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
February. Oh, leftover Halloween
Then
candy.
it becomes Valentine's candy.
Yes!
Yeah, there you go.
Genius. 4th of July candy. Labor Day candy. Thanks for calling.
Have
That's
a
a
great
great
day.
idea.
Yeah. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Oh, we're using that.
Megan, I got a good brownie recipe you can make Randy.
I bet you do.
Does it involve
Green
a
leafy
special
brownie?
chocolate? Oh, we
It'd
went
be like,
totally different
Now
directions
it's time
there.
for a look at the weather forecast. Here's Randy Brooks. Huh?
I like how you went to green leafy and I went to X-Lax.
Well, we've each got our own goals in mind.
We got 24 seconds.
Get the crap out. That's what Jen's all about.
Gross.
Some of it's been in there a while.
That is a thing, though, right? Like,
Huh?
that is a thing, right? Like chocolate as an X-Lax as a laxative?
X-Lax not really chocolate. It is a laxative, a very powerful laxative, yes.
Okay.
If you're bound up, she doesn't know. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:35.
Sunshine highs in the upper 40s this afternoon. It's 22 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 25 minutes. Plus, in the next hour, we're going to be asking.
What is something that you went through as a child that your kids just would not understand today?
They wouldn't get it. number one thing for me that I think of, and wasn't when I was a kid, but I can remember starting the internet up and letting everyone in the house know so that they didn't pick up the phone and disconnect me.
Right.
And then going away and doing something while it connected and downloaded the web page.
Otherwise, it would ruin everything. And you
Yep,
had to wait like
yep.
10 years for the webpage to load.
Yeah, you went out and mowed the yard or something and came back afterward to see what it was.
So tell us something that you went through as a kid that your kids today just wouldn't understand.
623-1025 to text or tell us, and we'll talk about that next hour.
You know, I went earlier and I raided the candy bucket in the break room. I mean, look at all the stuff I got.
Yeah,
It's
everybody.
so good.
Well, that's what a lot of people do with their leftover Halloween candy is they take it to work.
Well, otherwise, you're just going to sit there on your couch and gorge yourself on Halloween candy.
Do you know what I do with Halloween candy?
What do you do with leftover Halloween candy?
I use it as Christmas stocking stuffers.
Oh, yeah.
Genius!
That's a great idea.
Okay, now, can you just tell us how you keep from eating it between Halloween and Christmas?
See, you split it down the middle and then save half of it because it's freezer friendly. So you could save half of it for Christmas and eat the rest of it.
Look
The
at you.
problem is that I would know it was in the freezer.
So it's not going to stay there for very
No.
long.
And if I put it somewhere where I'd forget about it, well, then May would roll around and there would be the Halloween candy that I save for Christmas.
And then it's Mayday candy.
Mayday, yes! Or Memorial Day candy.
Or
I
Labor
love
Day
it.
candy.
So, for all of you who are dealing with the ridiculous, massive bowl of candy at work,
Well, you know, they're not going to apologize for it or anyone who brought the candy.
right? So, we thought we'd get Mr. Morgan Freeman to do it for them.
Hello, I am the candy bowl at work. I'd like to sincerely apologize that everybody's using me as a sugary solution for all their unwanted Halloween candy.
Yeah.
None of your coworkers want that temptation at home, so they're tempting you at work
Share the love.
because you're weak.
Yep.
They know that every time you run to the printer, you can't help but sneak a Snickers or a bite-sized Butterfinger. Might as well have one more Mounds before that meeting. By the time I'm empty, you'll barely be able to fit into your cubicle, and I'm sorry. Oh, and I also regret that somebody already picked through me and pulled out all the Reese's peanut butter cups.
Always.
Oh.
Apologetically yours,
That was me.
the candy bowl at work.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Well, hello,
Hi,
Dusty. What's
Dustin,
going
how
on,
are
buddy?
How was your
Yeah.
Halloween?
Good.
Good, oh good. Did you get a lot of candy?
Not a lot of
You
candy.
got a lot of candy. Have you eaten all of it already, Dusty?
No.
He hasn't
What is
eaten
your
all
What's
of
your favorite candy that you got last night?
M&M's.
M&Ms.
Skittles.
it. Skittles.
I have a bag of Skittles right here, Dustin.
She does.
I got 2 of them, actually.
I'm gonna have to go get some now.
Don't you touch my Skittles, Randy.
I'm gonna
Don't you do it.
They're gluten intensive. You
They're
need
not
to
glu-
avoid them.
You
All
wanna
right,
hear
Dustin,
some
what you want to
Garth?
hear? You want to hear some Garth?
The fire song for
The
Alicia.
fire song
For
for Alicia.
Alicia.
When are y'all gonna get married?
We don't know.
You don't want to think about that. All right, buddy. Catch you later.
Have a great day.
Bye. What is Baumgars?
They bought the old Orschelins.
Orschelins. Where's Orschelins?
They do a lot of the same stuff, I believe, that Orschelins did.
Ladies' night? I don't know that.
I don't know. Thank you, Romelda. Thank you. Have a good day, Romelda. This is not like I can ever get through anyway.
Meh, 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 meh. Yeah, we ought to just pave a road for her on the phone
see.
lines.
Jay Parker says, I still can't find it. What the heck?
You guys, listen.
Jay, I promise.
It
It's
is
there.
on there. We've had so many people find this hint. It is there. You've just got to spend a little time. And listen, read all the words that are on the website. Don't just look at the pictures and don't cross your eyes after 30 seconds. You've got to read every word that's on there and you will find it. Read the words on the pictures. Read the words that are upside down hidden in the corners.
Randy.
What? I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, it's like a Tractor Supply. Baumgart's is.
Okay.
Morning, Kathy.
All right.
Sheila says they're not going to help. We have been helping you, though.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
Are you serious right now? We have helped so much, if you only knew. I promise you it is there. People have found it. We're not going to tell you explicitly where it is, though. That's not fair to everybody else. I mean, that's the way that I would do it too, Tiffany. If I found out, like, if I found the hint, I'm not going to go around telling people, no matter how much they beg and stuff and how much they want it. Because as soon as you tell somebody else, you're letting them get one step closer to figuring out what the secret sound is and then calling in and winning the money. No way. Especially a jackpot that's $1,485. Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but there's so many things that I could do with that much money. I can't believe it's already 7:40. This morning has flown by. And to be honest, I kind of thought it was going to be really slow because we were up late last night and I've been tired. And not today, Linda. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to peel this Reese's and it's all sticking. There we go. Exactly. I need that money for my vacation next week. There you go, Tiffany. Where are you going? That would be awesome. Winning nearly $1,500 then going on vacation. Dorinda called you a smart ace.
A what? A smart ace?
Mm-hmm.
I am a smart ace.
She says, I won't say anything else.
You're an ace hole.
Olay!
Blum, 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 blum.
What is it? Olay, 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 olay. That's all I can think of.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You just put the entire package of Skittles in your
It's
mouth.
my Mimi.
Yummy.
So yesterday, the song we're getting ready to do of yours,
Mm-hmm.
I had to redo it
Why?
because it's just you on this.
You didn't want to share that with everybody?
Well, we're like, who is that? And get away, I feel like, when it's me and you.
Yeah. No, I get you. Me and my hubby are going to Colorado for a week. Ooh, Tiffany. That'll be so fun.
Good riddance.
I love Colorado. Where in Colorado are you going?
Kidding.
We used to go to the like Breckenridge, Frisco, Silverthorne area every summer when I was a kid.
I used to go to Frisco to kayak. So you know where the Colorado comes down there north of Frisco?
Mm-hmm.
And those old mines that are up on the sides of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So I broke my collarbone coming down the Colorado. It was during the high water season.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kayaking down that. We'd go up about 4 miles and kayak down to Frisco.
Mm-hmm.
And Frisco's just a main street. That's pretty much all it is.
That's pretty, yeah.
And
Well, I mean, it's expanded since then.
yeah, and there's a little more.
There's a little more to it, but it's not big
Uh-uh.
by any means.
But it's really Colorado, and it's right there in the middle of all the
Yeah.
mountains. So I was coming down and got flipped over on a class 4 and drug upside down in the
Randy.
water and broke my collarbone. But we used to go climb up all that scree, which is the gravel, the loose rock, from the mines, and go in at least a little ways into some of those deserted mines that are up there. I mean, these mines were built in the 1800s.
I mean, some of those they've opened it back up to let you go and mine. You can
Really?
you can pan them and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, and these, you just had to climb and be very careful because it's a long ways up. And there they are in the sides of the mountains, these old dead mines with the old wooden fronts and everything on them.
Mm-hmm. It's a cool area. We did some whitewater rafting up in that area too.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Really good rapids.
A cabin in the mountains with a hot tub and a view. Oh, that sounds awesome, Tiffany.
And we will promise we won't make a lot of noise while we're there with you. We will.
In the other room.
We will share the hot tub on a rotation schedule.
Promise to be at least 5 feet apart.
And I will not pee in it this time. I promise.
Randy.
Now, Jen,
hey,
she's been known to drop a turd or two in a pool.
Ew,
so
Randy, that's gross.
I'm telling you, I've tried to tell her.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. It's Morning KIX 746.
So for all of you parents who are dealing with overly hyperactive kids,
we're going to celebrate with you or lament with you after Ashley McBride.
On KIX 102.5.
That took me a second. I was like, what are you
trying to chew?
But there's something about being in a hot tub in the middle of the mountains. Like,
yeah,
the cool air. And
to
the
me,
view,
it's not worth the getting in
it.
and getting out process. I've done that, but
oh my gosh, I love it.
I hate it. It's fine while you're in there. You're like, oh, I dread having to get out because it ruins it.
You think so?
Yeah, you get all icy cold, and I like to be warm after I get out of the hot tub.
Yeah, but then you get to go inside and you're bundled up, and it's great.
I really like is in the middle of January when it's freezing cold in winter.
To go to Mexico?
Being in Mexico and having a hot tub on my balcony, which I will be doing again this year. We got everything booked and found out about my transportation. Yesterday, I paid for my parking at the KC airport.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready to go. January 5th, or is it 6th? I think January 6th. I am leaving for 7 days at the same resort we went to last year. Love, 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 love that place.
Just not when there's a music festival.
Yes, we made sure of that. So there will not be the Jordanians there this year. So. And we're early enough that we beat the spring breakers too. So should be a relatively slow period with a low attendance rate. Although last year at the end of January, February, it was full. I mean, very full. And I will say this, we got some of the last rooms available. So sounds like it's going to be really busy.
Yeah.
So we have a friend that she's an older lady. Her and her sister are going. She went last year with a group that we went down with.
Oh, yeah.
So she's going again this year with us at the same time and taking her sister. And they're going to ride up with us and we'll use the same transportation. Because of that, transportation from the airport to our resort was going to cost $250 for me and Gina. Round trip. It only cost $50.
Nice.
A person.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Megan. All right, get him.
What?
She warned you. She was going to get you when she got back.
Dun, dun, dun. Oddly enough,
no,
anytime Megan walks in the room, that music plays. Morning, Lisa. You said that wrong. It's Randy and Jen.
Good morning, Lisa.
Hinky Liesel.
No.
Mm-hmm. Here I am again.
You got to quit doing that. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen 7-4. Can you not do that right into the mic?
What?
Your chewing noises are so gross.
Your face is gross.
Your face is more. Your mom's face is gross.
Hey, that's rude. She's a nice lady.
Am I wrong though?
No, it's true.
Quit eating, Randy. What are you doing over there? Put the candy down.
I'm helping people in the office by trying to wipe out the Halloween candy for them so that they don't have that temptation in front of them.
You're going to be so just wired on sugar here in a little bit, just bouncing off the walls.
I've eaten so many Skittles that my forehead is sweating. You ever do that? You know?
No, I don't think of that. I mean, no, this is the deal. You have not just been eating so many Skittles. You will empty an entire package into your mouth at once. I've never seen anyone do that.
They are mini packages. What are you going to eat them one at a time?
That's what I do.
Miss Dainty thing.
You remind me of my kids last night. They were just scarfing the candy down as quickly as they had the sugar sweats, and they were just, oh my gosh, Mom, like vibrating. They were so excited.
11:30 last night. You kids got to go sleep. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That's what it was a lot when I was tucking them in last night. It was just them rocking back and forth in bed, just so excited, still jacked up on sugar.
Yeah, they wouldn't understand when we were kids. Our parents didn't let us have candy like that. You know, they would take it away, and maybe next August, you might finally get to some of the candy that you got from Halloween the year before. They wouldn't understand. In fact, in the next hour, we're talking about the things that your kids would not understand.
Yeah, the things that you went through as a kid that yours today don't have to deal with, they just wouldn't get.
Walking to school, studying by candlelight, those sort of things.
You had to study by candlelight back in your day? There was no electricity or anything?
For whoever, Jen.
Back when the dinosaurs roamed.
So... in the meantime, for all of the parents that are dealing with hyperactive kids that are on sugar rushes, or maybe they're already in the middle of that sugar crash.
No, I feel for you. I've been right there with you. My kids, too, have been so full of sugar.
In fact, so much so that Jen decided she would write a little song about it.
My kids are full of sugar, and I'm having a meltdown. They're running around, messing up the house. My kids are full of sugar, and I'm having a meltdown. Hyperactively insane.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. Check this out, Mom. Look what I can do. Hey, Mom.
When you've got energetic kids, don't ever let them eat a Twix. No peanut M&Ms or pixie sticks. You'll have a misbehaving child who is disorderly and wild. One Nestle Scrunch, and it's like they're on drugs. My kids are full of sugar, and I'm having a meltdown. Should have never allowed my kids to eat it now. My kids are full of sugar, and I'm having a meltdown. Throwing their candy away.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1.
Forgot how good that was.
Thank you.
From He Double Hockey? What, Megan? He double hockey. He double hockey.
She said they won't make a poo, though.
Metamucil's for that. Oh,
Wait, she's still asleep? Oh, you had the day off today? How'd you swing that one? I hope my kids are supposed to be at school, because that's where they're at. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He's not going to be able to get up from his chair when he's done.
Why not?
He's going to melt in. Going to be in a coma at the end of it. Yeah, now it's Christmas time.
No, it is not. Stop that. Stop it right now.
It's Christmas time.
It is not. You are incorrect, sir.
Ma'am?
No. I was confused by the facial hair. I'm sorry. Okay. Do KIX Brooks's thing, Elaine.
Megan says, oh, good. You remembered to turn the commercial off.
Hey.
A little facetious, a little salty there, Miss Ma'am.
There's Lane Wilson talking with her Southern Texas overdoing accent.
I love Miss Laney Wilson.
Hot dang. Listen to her.
Like,
well, I'm going to have moments in my career where I'm like, hot
we just
dang.
did that.
We didn't do that. Watermelon Moonshine! Sounds just like her.
I thought she was in the room here with us for a second.
Yeah, I know. Smell that?
Sheila says, I am not a sir, Randy.
What? Sheila's not a sir? Have you been lying to us all this time, Sheila, about being a man?
Randy, they were trying to say H-E double hockey sticks. That's Tiffany clarifying for you. Why? Those one blinds right there. Just right there.
I don't know, but I had nothing to do with that.
As he does shifty eyes and snorts into the microphone.
What was that?
That was gross.
Like had some bass in it.
Put it away. Stop it.
No, it's not Morning KIX promo. Stop it.
That song has been playing on repeat here. Yeah. Which song? The nose blowing song or the Kids Are Full of Sugar song? Honk honk. No, it's what is it?
Sunday is the 5th.
It's Megan Wagon Wheel Wonk Wonk.
Yeah, Megan Wonk Wonk. Wagon Wheel.
Wonk Wonk Wagon Wheel.
Wagon Wheel. Wagon Wheel. Yes.
Wagon.
17:59 is 5:59.
Randy needs to change chairs with you, but then I have to be the one to push the buttons, and he pushes the buttons better than I push the buttons.
I don't agree with that. I think she pushes the buttons fine.
And when he's over here, he gets unhinged.
I do get a little unhinged when I don't have something to distract me.
So him being there is a good thing.
Things get a little crazy. The only times I've ever had to be called into human resources were times when I was sitting over there.
Wonder how many kids will get sick after last night's coldness and all the candy. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the kids
The
get sick from
attendance
the
is
cold.
down.
Yeah. He does push the button very well. And it's not just one button that he pushes.
No, I push all the buttons.
It's at least 1, 2, 3, 5-ish buttons, give or take. Sometimes a little more
Gosh.
than that.
This is really getting old.
You need to call your doctor and get in there.
We don't open until 9, so I'm going to. Hopefully we get done with the podcast early enough I can get over there. But
I'm telling you right now, the man with the T-shirt hanging behind him is not real. What?
What?
That guy back there.
What was that?
All the buttons and they button not one. What?
Is it Sheila? Again, Sheila.
How did you know?
That kind of typing never gets your point across.
I don't know what you're saying. Nope, all the button and they button not one there.
That sounds like Sheila dialogue. Yeah.
Jimmy says, take Mucinex.
I am.
He
I
is.
have. I quit, actually, because if you take Mucinex too long, it can actually promote coughing. It can actually cause your cough to get worse.
Is it the rebound thing?
Yeah. Mucinex contains a part of the drug that's in Mucinex.
You're taking drugs?
It's called, actually causes your cough reflex to increase. So it's great while you've got infectious material in your lung tissue or your bronchial tubes. You want that. But once you quit coughing up chunky stuff, it's time to quit the Mucinex, or else you'll continue to cough, and that can actually cause continued tearing in your bronchial tissues. My problem is that I still have an infection in my sinus cavities that will not go away. And that's what I'm struggling with.
You need this.
I think you need that. Rub it on your face, Jen.
As much as you have been sneezing and snotting and...
First time I've been sick, though, in over a year.
Has it?
Yeah. I've not missed a day. And
Oh, no, you haven't missed a day. No, that's true.
it's been, I think, almost 2 years since I missed a day due to sickness. But I did have a sinus infection before we went to Mexico last year that I finally had to break down and go over and get an antibiotic for.
Yeah.
But I didn't miss days because of it.
Oh, you were on vacation when you got sick last year. You were on Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
And it was just a 2-day thing, but it lingered
It lingered forever.
forever. Yeah.
Jimmy says, okay, Dr. Randy.
Here, turn your head and cough.
He knows how to make a Kleenex dance. Put that on his resume.
Yes. Put some boogie in that little tissue.
Oh, man.
Tiffany, those blinds are shut.
They are shut. They just
are missing. They have a gap tooth.
They got a gap
in our
tooth
blinds.
exactly where the sun is coming in into my face.
And Jen chose that spot to sit, of course.
Is that how that happened?
Move that way just about. Oh, that's worse. Yeah, move this way about. There you go.
If I move
there
this
you
way, then
go,
it's-
Jen.
yeah.
Keep moving that way. Keep going. Keep going. No more.
No, because they're not going to be on camera. Rude.
Sorry, guys. I tried.
That's the point. Here's the money. Yeah, huge boogie, nonstop boogie.
Barky bark.
He launched one onto the board the other day.
Oh, I did. And I got some in my mustache, and Jen was having to look at it. So, I'm
I
like-
told you pretty quick. If
He's like,
I am
is
not,
that gravy? Oh, no, it's
No.
not.
I am not someone to let someone else walk around with a little boogie hanging out or whatever.
It was just, when I had emptied. Oh, this is gross to describe even. And, it's just your nose is like Niagara Falls.
Jen has a glow. Thank you.
Oh, man.
The sun is doing me favors right now.
She's pregnant again.
I'm not pregnant. Don't tell people that. It's not true.
again.
It's not true.
Pregnant again.
So I was giving Kyle grief last night. There were a lot of people walking around with their little babies in costumes. I was like, doesn't it make you want one? He's like,
Shut your mouth.
no.
You ever heard that song by Loretta Lynn?
Shut your mouth.
No, pregnant again.
Nope. Randall, have you thrown away them short shorts?
Shut your mouth.
That's a no. Here we go, 10 seconds. Sunshine with highs in the upper 40s this afternoon. We'll see clear skies and low 30s tonight. Sunshine 57 for tomorrow. Warmer even on Friday. Sunshine highs nearing 63.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states.
20 in Neosho, 20 in Pittsburgh, 24 in Joplin. They get signed up for severe weather alerts. Set to the KIX app.
So we're wanting to know, what did you have to deal with when you were younger that your kids would absolutely not understand?
Like having to manually turn back a cassette tape with like the pin.
the
and
pencil
little
because
knuckles.
the tape
Yes,
had gotten chewed?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Or dealing with a phone that had a cord so that you were connected to it.
Yeah, if you wanted to talk in private, you like went around the corner and just whispered.
Yeah, and had the phone stretched across your throat so that it made your voice sound.
So what did you go through as a kid that your kids today just don't get?
623-1025 to tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Here's Kane Brown and Lauren Elena.
On the 4 states, number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5. So listen to this song after the commercial, I'm sure.
What?
I remember when the song was out. That's how ancient I am. I think the first words. Again. It's 'cause all of you. Yeah.
Have a good one, Sheila. What was that? You're rabbit holing, Randy.
Yes, look.
This is when I feel like Megan needs.
Whoops. Ah. Just pooped it. Push hard.
Ah! Ah! Put it on there for them to see.
I'm gonna. Oh, what? Play it? Okay. I was going to just share the link with you, but yeah, this is something you guys need to witness yourselves.
My kids will not know the struggle of having to wake up early before school to see if your school was closed. When it snows, you had to watch the TV, right? And they'd have to go through the list in alphabetical order, and you'd have to wait for them to get all the way to your school. They don't just send out an email or text anymore.
No, it's not going to work. Okay, hold on. I've got to find the media window. Oh,
Jimmy,
there it is.
Jimmy posted carrots.
You ready?
Yes. Other way.
Whoa! Push hard, Billy! Ugh. Oops. Ah,
Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
they're leaking. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What is that?
What it? Spider goose?
Bite it.
Ah!
That's
What are you
infinity
doing,
right
Goosey?
there.
No!
Back to the egg. That tells you which came first right there.
Wow. You're welcome. I'm glad that we could share that with you.
Give that for you today to have in your brain hole.
Megan, my eyes! Yeah, same. It would always be on the letter right after my school's first letter.
So I've gotten to where I like watching some of these guys play these horror games.
Yeah.
I've never liked watching people play video games. I've never understood the attraction. The horror game thing I do, though. It's kind of fun. And you don't feel so bad when you jump, when they jump and they peed all over their
Are you
microphone.
ew? Are you watching on Twitch or on YouTube?
YouTube.
Do you have someone that you like?
No. Well, a couple, I guess, that are okay. One guy who does not put his face up there. I really appreciate that. I don't want to look at you. In fact, listening to you is about all I can stand. Just, I'd rather they shut up and do the game.
Mm-hmm.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
No running water and going to a country school.
Wow, no running water.
Yeah, this candy
Yeah, I heard about my sister. I remember when she was a little girl, she says they didn't have running water at my house. And in the evening when the sun had set, you could see the sun shine through the wall boards.
Wow.
Yeah, because that some of not big, but you could see leaks of sunlight through where there were cracks.
Yeah.
Because they were still building the house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, Jan, we got to go, but have a great day, okay?
Thanks, Jim.
All right, you too, buddy.
Bye.
Sorry, Jen, so hateful and rude to you, but I can't. Kicks 102.5, the 4 states, #1 per country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 40s. That's 24 in Joplin.
And we're talking about the things your kids would not understand, the things you had to deal with when you were growing up that your kids would not be able to relate to at all.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
My daughter did not believe me when I told her we used to have to rewind the videotapes.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, why? And I'm like, so you could watch it again. She goes, why didn't you just reload it? And I'm like, no.
That wasn't a thing
not
back
what
then.
she did right then and there.
You can call or text to let us know 623-1025.
Here's Gabby Barrett on Kicks. I know.
I like how you called him Does It.
Does it? Who? What?
MJ.
Oh, yeah. It's
That's
true.
good.
Full of infectious material.
Randy is on something. Yes.
It's a chair. I'm sitting on it.
Yeah, snow days just don't feel the same. And also, they send home work now, like packets that your kids can work on
Yeah,
when they're
they
at
can work
home.
online and stuff.
Uh-huh. The phone's ringing.
Not now. I'm watching the horror
I just
game.
put Skittles in my mouth. Come on, guys.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Hi there. How are you guys doing this morning?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. The thing that I have to explain to my kids was a cassette player that played a tape, and then also rotary phones. They was like, what do you mean a rotary phone? Had to actually pull one out of storage and show them.
Yeah.
You still have one?
Well, my oldest daughter's son asked, why do we say hang up the phone? What does that mean? Did not understand what that meant. Had never,
Hung it up. Yeah, you just push end call now.
had
That's it.
never ever seen or had no point of reference from that. Boy, that'll make you feel old.
My kids never understood why I kept saying tape player because that's all I knew.
Yeah.
So, until I went CD player,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
started getting back in the terms.
Thanks for calling.
Pretty cool.
Have a great day.
Yeah, most kids today wouldn't understand the term hang up the phone.
Right.
They don't get what that's about.
Morning, Flipper Wilson, all the way in Monterey Bay.
Hey, welcome. How are things in California? It's early there.
6:15. Yeah, my kids would never understand the VHS. Or like having to, oh, there's the phone again.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. What would your kids not be able to understand that you had to deal with growing up?
Party lines.
Party
Yeah,
lines.
see, I don't know what a party line is either.
Okay, so used to accommodate different phone lines, they have to use a certain size or capacity phone line. And some of the phone lines that were in some of the rural areas were the old style line that only could handle so much. So they shared that. And so they would branch off of that. And you'd have like 3 or 4 people in your neighborhood that were all on the same line. Y'all had different numbers, so it would only ring at your house when you got a call. But they could pick up and listen in on your call.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could pick up and listen in on theirs, which was...
You get a couple old ladies on there talking about their card game last night. They could be there for an hour.
I don't know, but I remember when my next door neighbor's older teenage daughter started dating boys, it was very entertaining to pick up and listen in on those calls. We didn't have cable, so that's what sufficed for
Randy.
that. It was great.
Yeah.
Really?
I learned a lot of
You guys-
terms.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
That was, it was hot.
I dressed up for Halloween. Randy did not.
Well,
I was an e-girl.
She didn't really dress up. She was just scary.
I dressed up.
I'm
Thank
try
you.
to find a scary part to show you on this.
I wanted to be a dragon, but I didn't have the dress that I wanted to wear.
She had the breath for it, but that was all.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
You can't even smell my breath
Be
from
here
over
all week,
there.
unfortunately.
Can't be any worse than the boogers you're shooting all over the place.
I'm trying. Trying to keep up.
I'm not reading that one out loud, Flipper.
What? There.
You can read that one on your own.
I don't know what you're saying, Flipper. I don't think those exist. While we're talking about legends.
Oh, my Lanta.
Man, he's moving fast. Okay,
Which game are you watching? Which one? Jimmy had a...
Yeah. Okay, he's going to have some language.
Jimmy said she had a party line.
I did too. I don't know what he saw.
I mean, the most, I guess, invasive thing is we just had like 3 home phones. And so whenever you were on the internet, you just couldn't be on it, I guess. Flipper says, I'm actually a comedian. I do stand up.
Oh, awesome, Flipper.
That's cool. How'd you find us, Flipper?
Well, are you with a management group that does bookings for you? Or are you independent? Or I used to work through the Improv down in Memphis a little bit and had the chance to do that and chose not to because it is a very, very, very hard lifestyle.
Me in a Snapple commercial. I look like a 70s pimp.
What?
So I'm on Flipper's page now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's stalk Flipper.
I'm stalking you, Flipper.
Well, we are a radio station in Joplin, Missouri on Route 66, in case you couldn't figure that out. We're a country station here. And this is just the behind-the-scenes video and a bunch of strange people who hang out watching it.
No.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know what you went through as a kid that kids today just wouldn't understand.
623-1025. Here's Luke Combs.
On KIX. The return of the Flipper Wilson show. Where is the Flipper Wilson show? I want to watch.
Apparently gone. That's why I return. He hasn't returned.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. It's like if Deadpool were a dolphin.
Like, it says Flipper, who was it? Brian Regan had the bit with his evil twin, Skipper.
Skipper. Inappropriate comedy while bringing attention to environmental issues. That's cool.
Oh, that's cool. I love the GIF dance on your Happy Halloween thing.
GIF, it's a GIF, it's a GIF, it's a GIF, it's a GIF.
GIF, Jan. It was established a long time ago.
Tiffany says, I'm laughing so hard my phlegm is coming up.
Oh, nice. Hey, that's actually beneficial.
You're welcome, but that's nasty. The phone's ringing.
Your face is ringing.
No, it's not.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Trying to follow the teacher's work on the wheeled-in projectors when we were kids.
Oh, my gosh, the overhead projectors. Those were awful.
It was terrible, and half the time you couldn't even recognize her handwriting, or she started going sideways, and then you had no clue what was going on.
Yes.
Horrible. Thanks for your call.
Have a great day.
You too.
Reading MapQuest directions for your mom. That was the worst. Mm-hmm. I hated that. Having to read the MapQuest directions for your parents.
MapQuest? Having to get out the
print them
atlas.
out. Ugh.
Stupid atlas.
Which one do I have pulled up the... Oh, yeah. I guess this is episode 1. The Porpoise with a Purpose. Well, I'll have to, when I can actually listen, I'll have to hop off and watch this the rest of the way through.
What was that? That was on yours.
Mine?
Muted. Yeah, your notifications. You got a ding.
Mine are muted, though.
Apparently not. Yeah, apparently it's mine.
It's yours.
It's yours.
No, mine's muted. It literally says muted. Flipper says, I've got it. Go follow us on Flip Up, Tigger, so we can find you. Flipper.
Tigger? Jen drinks. She drinks. I'm sorry. She drinks.
Go follow us on TikTok, Flipper, so we can find you and follow you.
Flip top, Tigger. Oh. She drinks.
Oh, my Lanta.
So, Jen drinks.
I don't drink. Stop saying that.
She's pregnant, too.
I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. That's not a thing.
Oh, hey.
I'm not pregnant. What do you, hey.
Come here, look at this.
Randall Eugene, Orville, Redenbacher, Tallywhacker Brooks.
Hey, Megan Wonk Wonk. Oh! And then he just moves on. Oh, there's an ad, so never mind.
Wow, really?
What? I'm trying to find. There is a character in this game I want to see. So it's full of junk like this. Which to me is stupid. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon with highs in the upper 40s. It's 24 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes.
But we're talking about things that you went through as a kid that kids today just would not be able to understand.
623-1025 to tell us what you had to deal with as a kid that kids today wouldn't get.
Whenever you go on a trip and you have a road atlas.
Oh, the atlas. Remember the atlas map?
Oh, yeah.
And your mom and dad fighting over it?
Oh, yeah. That always caused the biggest fight.
I don't know how we ever got anywhere before, navigation.
Right, yeah. What did you go through as a kid that just kids today would not get?
UHF channels.
Did you get UHF channels? I never could get anything on UHF.
Yes, I was from California, and we had one station, Channel 36, that was on UHF.
That was the channel that would always have those weird, community access channels on it and stuff, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Some of the weirdest shows, because they'd let anything on.
So
and
what is it? What does it stand for? Do you know?
UHF, something frequency. I don't know. VHF is what all your antenna channels that everybody
I don't know what that
watch
means
with.
either.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't get it at all.
What's something that you went through as a kid that kids today just don't get?
Writing a handwritten letter and dropping it in the mail.
Yeah, when's the last time anyone did that?
It's been a day or two.
623-1025. What's the thing you had to struggle with as a kid that today kids wouldn't get?
Trying to be the 5th caller on a rotary telephone.
But I know a lot of people complained about that, but that actually worked in your favor because you didn't want to be first caller. You wanted to be 5th caller. So by the time you dialed, those other 4 got in ahead of you.
Yeah.
I feel like I would just lose my mind having to be patient and wait for it to tick back again and again and again.
Yeah. Especially if you had to dial 9 because it went tick, 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 tick.
That sounds maddening.
1 was tick, 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 and 2 tick, tick, tick. But 9 tick, 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 and you're like, oh, give me a break. Why is there number 900909?
What's the struggle that you had as a kid that kids today just would not get?
Call us at 623-1025 on a touch-tone phone and tell us.
You can also text us, yeah.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
Ask Julie from Parsons to be caller 5. She knows what she's doing.
She knows. That girl gets through a lot.
True story, dolphins get a high from chewing on pufferfish.
Wow.
The more you know.
I thought pufferfish, they're poisonous for humans if they're not cooked correctly.
We're getting a phone call.
I mean, chewing on but not eating. In other words, if pufferfish is like, stop it! Stop it! Hi there, Morning KIX. What is the thing that you had to deal with as a kid that your kids would not understand?
Hand milking a cow at 5 in the morning.
Nope.
Before you went to school.
Had to do it right here. I grew up doing that.
Do it.
Hated it.
How did you not fall asleep with a nutter in your hand?
Well, I did many times because the cow's stomach was warm and you would lay your head against her stomach and it was so warm.
Right.
Yes. Been there.
That's right.
That's the way I grew up too.
I love your channel. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Take care.
She just say she loved my tail.
Channel.
Oh, I thought she said tail. I'm like, yeah,
love
you
your
do.
Channel. Thank you
yeah,
much.
you do.
Don't have them on speakerphone or Bluetooth. We won't let you live it down. Who's on speakerphone?
Us on. Don't call us on speakerphone.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We will rail you hard.
Excuse you?
Rail you hard. A lot of these games end stupid, too.
Oh, man. It said you had the flu not too long ago, Flipper.
Yeah, we're all dealing with sinus infections here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what's wrong with me.
Among things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are
you still watching Creepy Guys?
Yeah. I'm trying. I wish there was more about that one game, which I can't remember the name of it now.
Ill.
That game. But I can't find anything else. Apparently, it's not been released yet. So the little things that we were seeing were just sneak peeks.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a character on this game that looked a lot like the Ill character.
Jimmy says, I used to win a lot of records. Like vinyl?
Wow. So I remember one time I did too. I won 1,000. Okay. I won 1,000 records from our local radio station when I was a little kid.
1,000? What'd you do with 1,000 records?
I don't think I ever got to listen to all of them. There's just little blinks of these things. This is stupid. And they were, every single one of them, awful. I had never heard. So what it was were back in the old days when I first started radio, they would send promotional copies of songs to the radio station that they would never play. And so the program director would take those records and throw them into his garbage bin or whatever. And then they do a big giveaway like that. You win 1,000 records. Unfortunately, You've never heard of any of the artists. They were horrible. So I got to where I would sit around outside with my turntable on the sidewalk, run an extension cord in and listen. And if we got like 20 seconds in, I would take it off and bash it on the concrete and make a pile of old, broken records there and then clean it up when I got done. It was fun. And I didn't know, but I was actually training myself to be a program director because that's pretty much what I do with independent artists anyway, to this day.
Jimmy even won a case of beer one time.
Big Dog used to give away a free case of beer every Friday.
Yeah. Wow, it's a whole 10 degrees now, Megan. Am I the only one who notices that TikTok is a lot like McDonald's? The pic never looks like the real thing. It is that way pretty much everywhere on social media.
I shouldn't have eaten all that candy. My stomach feels bleh.
Mm-hmm. We need to do force touch today. Are you feeling up for it?
I can do it. I don't think I sound any better, but I can do it. It doesn't start till next week, does it?
The 7th?
Yeah, so we could actually wait. We can do it if we want to. I mean,
I'll leave it up to you. You're the one that's been on the struggle bus.
Sound better. I'd still like to not have to redo the whole stinking thing. And
Same.
I think I sound like too much like different from what we did on the original recording. Oh, hey.
What?
There's a new gameplay demo of Ill.
No.
Yes, come here.
No.
I didn't know this was out.
No.
Okay, we're going to watch a little bit of this. Okay, I've seen all this. The deer being consumed. This is new. No, I've seen this. Isn't it disgusting?
Yes.
And it's gone. Don't step in there. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's new. You see the big guy? We've seen the guest from the attic. Yeah. We've seen this. Oh, he bothers me. But there's more. We've seen this. Oh, this is new. So it's a zombie game? He ate too much. Oh, no, Jen. Look how realistic. I think I've seen this. No. I've seen parts of this. I love this. He's walking along, you see these feet, but watch. It's part of something much bigger. This is how they made that. Okay, great. There's a way that they move that is different from other games. Oh. Is she texting someone behind your back? Seen this. That's one of the guys. Boy, they're really showing a lot behind the scenes. They're not really showing anything extra. A few seconds. Seen it. With an advanced. I've always wanted a horror game with an advanced. Okay, so not that much new. Okay. I thought maybe. Oh, great. Thank you, Monica. Oh, there's more?
Yeah, Megan says we can't watch it. Y'all are watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, really, you don't want to see it. There's not that much significantly better from what I showed you last time, and until there is, just to bore you with details, I'm doing you a favor.
Yes, he is.
That game, though, those two scenes that I showed you guys, the lady peeking into the room, ringing the bell, and the guy at the boy's window, those have stuck with me. I mean, the middle of the night when I get up to use the bath, I think about those. So they are really, really good. Just two little scenes, but they have really stuck with me.
Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. More to KIX with Randy and Jen, 832. Wanted to know, what was the thing you had to deal with when you were young that your kids would not understand or be able to relate to?
623-1025 to text or call us.
Here's Thomas Rhett.
On KIX 102.5. I feel like I was doing that for 10 years.
I thought of another movie. Yesterday I was watching an analysis. That's one of the things I do sometimes watch, is especially on movies that are very difficult to understand or to get what's going on in them. Some horror movies are that way. So the movie Hereditary, we need to put on the list.
I don't know what that is.
It's a very, very strange movie. It stars, what's her name, Colette.
Oh, Toni Collette.
Toni Collette is in it, and she should have got an Oscar for her performance in this movie. And it is so disturbing. It's about a family who their matriarch, the grandmother, dies, and she was a cult leader, and they worshiped this demon thing, and the family doesn't know it. And when she dies, she's seeking for a body host to host this demon. And they try to get the little brother, and that doesn't work out. And then they go after the older brother, and he keeps getting away from him. And finally, they make it into Toni Collette's character. And there's one particular scene where she is possessed. And in that moment, it's like this thing happens. In fact, I can show you that little bitty scene. No, it's not gross or anything like that.
Have a good day, Flipper. Thanks for stopping by. We'll definitely check out your show.
Yeah, here it is. Very famous scene. Got some pretty big actors in it. Where is it? Hi there, Morning KIX. What would your kids not understand that you had to go through?
No running water and
Black and white TV especially. Yeah, I mean, and it's so weird how we took it for granted and filled in the color in our brain.
What,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I had black and white TV for like all of my childhood.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Okay, it's coming up here.
John Williard. Good morning, John Williard. He
Morning,
says,
John.
Better than Little Miss Sunshine.
Okay, right here.
Kids today will never feel the excitement of eating at the big McDonald's and Walmart after all the grocery shopping was done. I don't remember McDonald's and Walmart. I remember Subway in Walmart.
Subway was not a thing when I was a kid.
There
you
was,
had Walmart, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and maybe you had a Wendy's.
And that was
depending
it.
on where you lived, and that was it. Dairy Queen.
Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:36.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 40s this afternoon. It's 24 in Joplin.
And we're talking about the thing that your kids would not be able to understand that you had to deal with when you were a kid growing up. Now, the older you are, of course, the more drastic this is, but you don't have to go back that far.
I mean, Randy's got a really long.
Okay. All right. It's not
long list.
Long trips in a Conestoga wagon were not part of my history, Jen.
Okay, so just by horseback then.
Yeah. 623-1025. We're wanting to know, what did you have to deal with that your kids would not understand?
Having to look out the window on a very long drive, not being able to look at phones and all that.
Oh.
We didn't have that back when we were growing up.
We actually saw the countryside when we went on vacation, didn't we?
Yeah, we got to see wildlife and all that, not a stupid phone.
I'll never forget driving to California with my mom and dad and my little brother in the station wagon and sitting in the car seat. Back then, station wagons had a back-facing seat.
Right.
And we would sit back there and watch the road, everything that we had just driven by, out the window. Saw the entire country that way.
That's all that you did?
That's all we did.
For the entire drive?
That and touched him, He's touching me. He's touching me.
What did you go through as a kid that kids today just would not get?
Dial-up internet.
Oh my gosh.
God. So slow, and even after going through all that, you didn't know if it was actually going to connect or not.
Exactly.
And if somebody picked up the phone to call someone, there you go.
Yep, your trip's over.
What did you have to deal with that your kids would not understand?
Recording music off the radio to a cassette player.
You used to sit and wait all day for your favorite song to come on.
Right, and hoping you don't get interrupted by your mother or another sibling, while you're trying to sit there and wait and record a song.
Right, and now our KIX app will actually tell you when your favorite song is going to play next. You can have it text you a message to let you know your favorite song's coming up.
We've come such a long way.
Yeah, that was a struggle for me when I was growing up.
Even not going back that far, how many of you remember LimeWire?
Oh, yeah, LimeWire or Napster. Even then, you never even knew if you're really going to get the song that you downloaded.
Right.
Or two, if you actually did download it, was it going to work?
Or was it a virus? How many computers were ruined by malicious files on LimeWire and Napster?
What was the struggle that you had as a kid that kids today just wouldn't get?
623-1025, or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Okay.
My nose is buzzing again. Is it time?
It is time. So I think this is her brother that she throws the stick of wood on him.
Why?
Because she realizes he is part of the cult thing. Watch her. You can see the point where she gets possessed. Is that not freaky? That little scene right there, to me, is the best scene in the whole movie. Just that. And you're like, oh, what happened? LimeWire, yeah.
I love black and white TV. There was a remarkable texture and classic dynamic to it.
I don't know, John. I can't tolerate. It's kind of like AM radio to FM HD stereo. The difference. It's not just split into two channels, with left and right dynamic anymore. There is more to FM processing than there is to AM processing. We all know that because AM amplitude modulation carries so much more within its signal. And you're actually hearing all the signals that are on AM. It's just the stronger ones cover up the others. On FM, you actually lock onto a frequency and it dominates. So the other frequencies are not allowed in when a FM signal is close enough. So it's totally different.
Tiffany says, Randy remembers everything that people keep saying.
I do. I am a sponge.
But see below the TV shows I mentioned. The Lucy Show and the who's Jack Benny?
Jack Benny, who always did this.
Is that where you got it from?
When I do that, I never watched. That was before my time, Jack Benny was. But I know he did this. Really big shoe. Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Hey, I have something about being old, like what my kids won't understand.
What
you got?
Being your parents' TV remote.
Oh, yes.
my God.
Hey, go change the channel to Channel 7 for me, Billy. Yeah, always.
Yes.
Apparently,
go turn the TV up.
Apparently, your legs worked a lot better than theirs.
Yes. They're old and they're tired and they work for a living and you haven't done anything all day. Go change the channel. Yep, absolutely.
Thanks for calling.
Have a good day.
You too.
Or I remember the first remote we had was this big box thing, and it just had a button here and a button there. And that's all it was. You couldn't turn the TV on or off. You couldn't do anything except channel up and channel down. And it made a click, 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 click whenever you pressed it.
We had a remote that went click, 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 but it was a little more functional than that.
Yeah. Well, our second or third one was, but I was like 14, 15 before we got that TV, and it was color. And I remember having to go through and tune in the dip pins to tune in, and you did that on your VCR too, so you could use the remote on the VCR. And the picture was better through the VCR tuner. It wasn't, but you fooled yourself into it, and you could adjust those little dip pins to put the channel on whichever number you wanted. So when you went to channel 8, you would adjust it until it came around to channel 8. It would tune it in for that channel. And then another thing you had to deal with was going and turning the antenna when it was 20 below outside and ice was frozen all over the antenna pole. So my house still has an antenna.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know this until the Joplin tornado had happened. I'd lived there almost 10 years.
Does it still have one today?
Yeah.
Where at?
It's in the attic.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it.
Massive. So the people who had the house built, they had this antenna installed in the attic, and I didn't even know it was up there. I'd been in the attic numerous times and had never noticed it. I just thought, there's a lot of cables, wires, things, all up here. I thought it was just junk they had thrown in there. We only were mainly ever went up to the attic to go over the garage area, which is the storage area.
Mm-hmm.
So back over the entire living room, though, is this massive antenna. It's bigger than this room. I can pick up Kansas City. I can pick up Kansas City TV
That's
stations.
crazy.
Neosho. How many of you guys know Neosho has a TV station?
I did not know that.
It shows old reruns and stuff. I can pick that up at my house here in Joplin with that antenna.
By the
we
way,
never watch it. I have like 20-some channels on antenna.
Impressive.
Yeah. That come on antenna. We never watch them.
Yeah. Brandy found the hint, by the way.
Who did?
Brandy just commented that she found the hint.
People are finding it. And I really believe, I'm afraid somebody's going to win it before Friday is over. Because so many people are finding the hint. It's going to be somebody figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to do that too, Megan. I'd block the sensor so they couldn't actually change it. Like if I was watching a show and my siblings didn't want to watch it and they tried to change the TV.
You go over and cover up the sensor.
Yep, so they can't do it. Oh my, Jack Benny was the biggest comedian in the world. Rich Little's impression is one of the best, and Johnny Carson was greatly influenced. Oh, cool.
I still
I'll have to look 'em up.
sometimes will go on YouTube and find old Johnny Carson episodes and watch them. So Johnny Carson was the first one I ever watched, the first late night host.
Yeah.
And he was, now I go back and watch him and I see things that are just totally unconnected. But that was the style at that time, the way he interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of it. You can tell he really didn't pay that great of attention sometimes. And then David Letterman was where I really began to connect. When David came on, and I started watching at the beginning of David Letterman's career, loved him, and he was so much better in the early days. He didn't have a lot of control sometimes over who they picked for his interview at first. He had a producer who the network had put in charge of the show. And so they would get people on that he would be like, what the heck? And David was one of these guys who he didn't hide anything, and stuff happened. It was so real, and we weren't used to that kind of television, and it was awesome. I remember he had a guy who was a animator from Indiana. No, he was from Cleveland, Ohio. And this guy was angry, hated David Letterman, didn't want to be on the show, but they offered him money to be on because, I guess, of his personality. And he would get on there, and him and David would fight. And eventually, David had to ban him from being on the show because of the way he acted. And it was so ridiculous. They almost got into a fist fight one night. It was so cool. And then I remember when he finally moved back over, when he moved to CBS, and it was such a big deal, they had him back on because he was one of the most iconic guests that they had had. And then Craig Ferguson, loved Craig Ferguson. He was genius.
I don't know that I ever watched him.
Oh, he was so good.
I know Leno and Letterman, I know.
Couldn't stand Leno.
And then these days you've got
Conan,
Kimmel,
I like.
you've got Fallon, you've got Conan.
Conan's been off for quite a while. He retired about, 5 or 6 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
But loved him.
Hold on, 5 seconds.
But none of them were as good as Craig Ferguson. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know what you had to struggle with as a kid that kids today just would not get.
623-1025.
Or text or tell us at 623-1025.
KIX. You can just intro the song. It'll be all right. I can't believe you never watched Craig. I used to record Craig Ferguson and watch him back because I couldn't stay up late enough to watch it.
Tiffany says it better be me. I've been racking my brain. I was surprised it wasn't a raw onion, Tiffany says.
So we used to have a co-host named Jeff.
Jazzy Jeff?
No, come here.
Oh my
So he'd get people out of his audience. I love how he shows it.
Is that a TARDIS?
Yeah. The robot skeleton that was his co-host. Get it back. He's the audience making. Five seconds. They always used to flash that picture up all the time. Anybody British they didn't have a picture up, they would show that. KIX 102.5, the four states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:50.
Sunshine, upper 40s this afternoon. Is 24 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover getting ready to start in just 5 minutes.
Which means you've got time to go on the KIX app and vote for the songs that you want to hear this morning.
But we're talking about the thing your kids would not understand that you had to deal with when you were young.
Call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
What was the thing you had to deal with that your kids just wouldn't get?
I can tell you my kids were dumbfounded when I said they had to rewind a VHS tape.
What? You mean we can't just start it over?
You mean reload it, right?
Yeah, I told them you need to rewind it to watch it again, and they just gave me this look like
What?
It doesn't play on its own.
What's the struggle that you had that kids today just would not get?
Having to untwist the cord after being on the phone for an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Especially if you had that great long one in the kitchen.
I think I used to tie myself up into some Houdini-like configurations before I could untwist it.
Oh my gosh, my dad would get so mad at us. If we didn't untangle that cord when we were done with the phone, we lost our phone privileges.
Yeah, and you're like, apparently all I do is sit and spin around in circles while I'm on the phone. I don't remember turning around that many times.
It was just always so knotted no matter what you did.
What was the thing you had to deal with growing up that your kids wouldn't understand?
The old-timey typewriter where you have to slide the paper when you type.
Well, yeah, even on the newer electronic models, I mean, it's not been that long ago, 30 years, that we were all using typewriters.
And if you made a mistake, the entire line was gone. It was done.
Or
Gotta go
maybe
back
you
and
had
fix
an
it.
autocorrect button, but whoever changed out the autocorrect tape, I mean, you always had to go change that.
I know.
And taking typing in high school.
Wait, there was an autocorrect button on a typewriter?
On the electric ones, you could hit a button and it would chicka and clean, put white out over it for you.
That's so cool. I never knew that. Back in my day, we just pushed the backspace button.
We'd light a kerosene lantern and sit down at the electric typewriter.
What's the struggle that you had as a kid that kids today just wouldn't get?
Don't come in the house till it's dark.
Oh, yeah, staying outside and playing until the absolute last minute.
Until the streetlights come on.
That's right. That's right.
What was the thing you had to deal with that your kids wouldn't understand?
They don't understand how to count change back. That drives me crazy. I want somebody to count my change back because the schools don't teach them that anymore.
I was in a convenience store yesterday, and I paid with cash for the first time in forever. And they hit a button on the computer, and it spit the change out of this machine there, right there at the counter.
So they didn't even have to touch it?
Yeah, it just spit it right out there in front of me.
Well, what are they doing then?
I guess hitting the button.
No, well, they look at the receipt and go, oh, okay, your change is this amount.
Whether it's right or wrong.
Right, yeah.
I also went to a flea market 2 weeks ago, and there was a young girl at the counter.
Covered in fleas.
Yes. No, they had these CDs there, old CDs, and I still go buy some of those. And it was 3 for $1.
Wow.
And I said, I'll take, no, it's 3 for $5 is what it was. And I said, I'll take 6 for $10. And she looked at me and she finally said, well, I guess so. Like I was doing something wrong. And I'm like, wait a minute. No, it's your deal. I mean, it's 3 for $5 twice, right?
It's 3 for $5, but you
said,
multiply it.
Yeah, and I told her, I said, I don't want to cheat you. What do you think? And she goes, 6 for $15. And I said, wait a minute, where are you getting this?
What's the struggle that you dealt with as a kid that kids today just would not be able to get?
623-1025 to text us or tell us on Facebook.
It's the four states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. That's a bit I have. I could go on.
Yeah.
It's on. All right, guys. So tomorrow on the show,
You said who's murdering a poor puppy? What are you talking about? Who is murdering a puppy?
Your mom, probably, because she hates those things. We're going to be talking about the thing that you don't clean as often as you should.
Oh, man.
Like,
I don't want to admit to this.
what is the thing? Doesn't have to be on your body, by the way. It can. In fact, we'd prefer it wasn't.
Could be your bathroom towels, your sheets, your baseboards, your fridge.
Grout in my bathrooms, both of them. It's very rare. Usually I have to be on a winter vacation like that week around Christmas where I'd have nothing to do and it's too cold to go outside and I get stir crazy towards the end of it and will inevitably go in and clean the bathrooms. Super hyper crazy boy.
Yeah.
with
Super
bleach.
hyper crazy boy. Super hyper crazy boy.
So what is that thing that you don't clean as often as you should? Plus, we'll be reminding you that this weekend is the great occasion known as the time change.
Oh, we get to fall back an hour. You get an extra hour of sleep at night.
Makes
What's
no
up?
sense to me.
What do you mean?
What happens when you trip?
You fall forward.
And what happens when you see a snake in front of you?
You jump back.
You spring back. So, see, it's backwards thinking, this fall back, spring forward. That
I guess
is
you
not,
can fall back if someone's scared.
Yeah, you don't do that. Unless you're walking backwards up to the edge of a cliff, then you fall back. Doesn't make any sense to me.
All right, Secret Sound, next chance to get someone. That's going to be 11:20 with MJ.
So have a great rest of your day. Watch for the podcast coming out.
Yep, coming up in just a
Do
little
your best to avoid it.
The Halloween episode.
Bye.
Bye.